People, deluded, I'm back again. People, please don't shoot the messenger. I'm really just using this video for reassurance from you guys, really and truly. Will Aubameyang get back to goal scoring? Now, let me start with, yes, the reasons why I believe so. I believe so because, pardon me, first and foremost, I think it can be solved with some creativity, both new personnel but also tactically, because, you know, I know why Arteta doesn't want to go forward. Well, it doesn't appear that he wants to go forward because we can't defend, whether that's right or wrong. But we don't, away from Aubameyang, we don't create chances, you know, there's no chance creation, there's no muscle memory, there's no two-touch, one-touch, running into space. You see it in periods, second half against Sheffield United. So I don't know if we can do it, I don't know if it's a mental thing, but I don't see it, people. That's why I think it can happen. You know, meet us halfway, Arteta. You coach that into the boys. Also, you get a new personnel that can get the best out of Aubameyang and the attacking players and provide them service. Because you all see the imbalance between whoever plays in midfield and attack. You know, Xhaka, Ceballos, Joe. You can say they're not good enough, in which I believe a lot of that is true. But statistically, the game against Leeds, go and look at how many passes them three played between each other. And then look at someone like Joe. He only passed once to Aubameyang. All three of those midfielders passed the ball less times to Aubameyang than Leno. So Leno's only doing the goal kicks. That tells you the players need to fix up mentally and do things differently and stand up to be counted. But surely you can't absolve Arteta of not being blamed for that, because that's a direct consequence of his coaching or lack of coaching. So if you get new personnel and install some coaching, I think Aubameyang and a lot of attacking players get back. I also believe, you know, it's Aubameyang. He's a quality player. You know, a lot of my heart is speaking at the moment, but good players always find their way. I know there's the age factor, there's the contract factor. You know, imagine if he had 10 games, 9 goals. What would man be saying? Oh, you know, the contract has been sorted and that's giving him the clarity to go and do his thing. So these are always these things. Obviously, I don't believe he's taking his foot off the gas. Maybe he needs to go back to basics, do some more training work and whatnot. But I don't think he's taking his foot off the gas. But I can't lie, I have to consider it because of the form. And because Aubameyang showed me nothing more than goal scoring, people. And I thought to myself, you know, and this also questions into why I'm concerned as well. This is also a good point and a bad point in my head, where I think why and yes. When I look at it, since the moment this guy's come to this club, and those of you that watch me consistently for a number of years have known me, I've been critical of him playing on the left wing generally. Because even through the middle, you know, he's not playing the service. You're not giving him service. You know, we're not. When you look at Aubameyang and players, even Pepe to a degree, we don't play to these guys. Even Lacazette was guilty of, was a victim of it to a degree. We don't play to these lot strengths. Not Lacazette, but when I think of Aubameyang, you know, balls in behind, balls over the top. Guendouzi's assist for him a couple of years ago against Spurs. I think there was a goal against United where he ran onto it as well. Balls into space. Aubameyang don't really get that. So it's been nothing short of a miracle him at this football club scoring the goals he is. You know, it's testament to his ability, and it's also testament to, you know, just how good he is as a footballer and his professionalism. But by that, you know, you could read that as what I have been saying is that's not sustainable. You know, you have to play to his strengths. Has there been a catch-up in that regards, you know? Is there an injury of Aubameyang's that we don't know about, or something that's disrupted his pre-season? Has he had COVID, for example, and we've not been told, and that's a reason? There could be many different factors. So again, like I said, it might, because I don't think it's sustainable in terms of, you know, not giving him service and he's been scoring all of these goals. Has our luck ran out, you know? Has he peaked? Again, it wouldn't surprise me if Aubameyang's peaked. I don't think he has per se, because he's come into the game late. But peak doesn't mean you can't be a good footballer. Ronaldo is past his peak. I'm not saying they're the same, but Ronaldo's past his peak. Is he still not a world-class footballer? It's all about adapting. And if Aubameyang needs to adapt his play, we need to keep him playing centrally. We know hold-up play is not a strength of his. So you need consistent movement between Aubameyang and the front three and balls fed to them. That's stuff that can be done with Arteta. And I'd also have to say Aubameyang's got to do some soul-searching. You know, there are many different reasons, mainly tactically and personal, as to why he hasn't hit the ground running. But, you know, 10 games, 1 goal from open play, or 2 out of push, or whatever, 2 for the season. You know, Aubameyang needs to look at himself. You know, he needs to remember, I'm Aubameyang, I'm our captain. You know, you helped us win the FA Cup. You've been a great player for years, you know. Many times Arsenal have been a joke, but you can't take anything away from Aubameyang. He needs to get back to that and remember who he is. Maybe he needs to go back to some shooting practice and go back to basics. You know, strikers are very psychological like that. Maybe there's something he was doing that he wasn't doing. Maybe he has taken his foot off the gas. But is there a future where we have to consider Aubameyang does not get back to goal scoring ways? I believe we've got to. I'm still having hope that he gets to goal scoring ways. You know, strikers typically go on a drought and then start scoring goals. Do I expect to see him among the top goal scorers? I want to see him, of course, but I think it's a miracle if he gets 15 this season, based on how he's playing, based on how we're playing, based on the lack of tactics. So waiting to see him. But I really just wanted you lot to convince me that he'll get back to goal scoring ways, man. I think he will, but you know, the more this hasn't had a thing, this has been a snowball, and it's started from a snowball and become an avalanche. It's a snowballing effect sort of thing. So we're gonna have to see, man. We're gonna have to see, man. It is just one of them things, man. I don't know if you look at his tactics, if you look at him from a tactical point of view, if he's running the same way, if he's doing all of the things he was doing last year. I don't know if he's doing that. If he's doing that the same, then cool. If he's not doing it this year, and he was doing it that year, then obviously there's something to say. If I am a striker and I haven't scored from open play for a hot second, as much as tactics and personnel and service isn't a thing, I have to ask myself something. Am I hiding within myself? Can I be a bit more demanding on myself and my teammates? Can I do things differently? You know, I don't know, people. I really don't know. I don't know what it is. I think he'll get back to goal scoring ways, but at the same time, you know, I'm not too sure. So we're gonna have to see, man. We're really gonna have to see. Hopefully he can. Do you guys think he will get back to goal scoring ways and, you know, score 20 league goals minimum? Please let me know in the comment section. Please like the video. Please make sure you've hit the subscription button if you haven't. To follow me on my socials, all links are in the description. I'd love to see you all there. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Need to get to 10,000 people. On that note though, DG.